design, disrupt and deliver concept. Honestly, CII and MHI are complementary to each other on each platform. CII has many panels, and I am very happy to note and very happy to and satisfied as well to say that CII and MHI both find themselves for the same cause of the industry and trying their best to support every industry. And I like the word Alok Sahib's that everybody will take care of themselves. Mega organizations may also take care of themselves, but we also need to take care of those left behind in the race, that is MSMEs. And that is how the more we get together, we are not working in silos, as Shri Vijay said, and the more we get together, perhaps it will be easier for all of us to reach to our collective targets as a nation, and not as a nation, but also as the developed nation through our collective vision of reaching there by 2047. So, coming back to the subject, Ministry of Heavy Industry has many allocation of business rules, and automotive sector, somebody mentioned about the cars, JLR getting hacked and all. Automotive sector, capital goods sectors are the two major ones which we take care of. Capital goods sector itself is a conglomerate or aggregation of many sectors, and Industry 4.0 incidentally does make a part of it. So till 2019, when this Industry 4.0 was becoming a buzzword around the world, India was also trying to catch up with that, and the Ministry of Heavy Industries as a policy-making body also took that lead of creating some of the Industry 4.0 centers in the country. And we did come out with initial 4 centers in association with ISC Bengaluru, IIT Delhi, CMTI Bengaluru, and C4I4 in Pune in association with Kirloskers at that time. And I am happy to see that we have the kind of skills created and the kind of awareness created about Industry 4.2. What we could achieve through the government system today, I find the kind of work big wigs like Suzuki are doing. I think this work is getting multiplied many times, and sometimes we feel that yes, what initially the critics used to say about us, that it is on the drawing board or it is on also it is only in the class books, textbooks, or it is in the lab. It has actually reached the field. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to see some of those automated machineries systems in India today, which are actually showing it and showing it with a great pride in terms of the advantages which have been accrued through achievement of such technologies which are being developed and talked about in such literate panels and symposiums and kind of conferences what we have created here. So what MHI does is that we have now thought of multiplying these Industry 4.0 centers to create these awareness and also give the advices or what you say, the contracts these organizations are now taking to advise some of those conventional factory systems into smart systems. So today we have tied up with 10 more industrial institutes and academic institutes to create 10 more centers, so that in the country very soon we will have almost 14-15 centers. And I was talking to Tapanji that since Maruti Suzuki already has quite a good curriculum on this, perhaps there is a need to tie up with such industrial bigwigs as well to take this operations, to take this system further, so that the far corners of the country where certain MSMEs are still relying on conventional system, we are able to reach that. As a country, we have been talking, when we talk of capital goods or when we talk of manufacturing sector, our target always has been to reach say 25% of the GDP. But that's a fact, whether we like it or not, that we always aspired or dreamt of it, but could not even somewhere near to it. and the reasons are very much known, but the kind of innovations and disruptions we can create through such Industry 4.0 various components can certainly make us to take a big leap in this direction by increasing our productivity and taking care of certain cause disabilities through such measures which will take us further ahead. One more thing which I liked about this conference today is that I found that there's a complete panel discussions on drones and automation. That's in terms of defense industry, and that's close to my heart as well, because originally I come from Ministry of Defense. And what Ministry of Heavy Industry did is that for development of certain drones and load carrying drones as well, and for various purposes, we had organized or given in association with almost 12 of MSMEs and IISC to develop different kind of drones, and not only drones, some of the remote charging, elbow charging pads for drones for agricultural purposes. So such innovation coming through the esteemed audience sitting in the on the other side are really heartwarming and encouraging to see that such small innovations through smaller financial supports from government, whatever could be done, are helping us to reach. But one thing which I feel that also needs to be talked about in such forums is that at the end of the day, there are certain barriers which are now getting created among the countries as of late we have been seeing. And it has become all the more important for us to not only improve upon what systems are existing, but also keep an eye on some of the niche technologies which are coming up in the country. Somebody talked of rare earth permanent magnets. This is one of the topic which has been intriguing or creating a lot of anxiety among the industry, especially the EV and the renewable energy industry, that what is the way ahead. And maybe some of you might have read it in the newspapers of late, that it was again Ministry of Heavy Industry who took that initiative on themselves in association with Niti Aayog to discuss among the stakeholders to work out on the options, what could be available to this country to make such products available. So today is the time when each one of is talking of doing maximum with the minimum of the manpowers. We talk of driverless cars, we talk of manless or the workerless factories. We talk of doing something which limited manpower, 10x kind of a production for our persons, for our industry. And that certainly will take us to the kind of one of the disabilities which we talk as cause disability vis-a-vis the world, how they are looking at the same things, to become at par, and not only become at par with time, lead them in terms of our efficiency and productivity, to make a system wherein we will no longer be looking towards conventional systems in government or otherwise for making that cause disability filled through government coffers. Rather, there would be a case wherein each of the industry sector would be independent in themselves and leading from the front for the country to bring the great name to all of us. Just to make a mention here that making predictability and preventive maintenance as part of it, some of our leading PSUs like BHEL also has been doing a great job in developing certain systems themselves. So some of the experts available here, I think there's a good cause to join among themselves to take these things forward, because I am aware that as Ministry of Heavy Industries, we also developed a software called MOLA, Machine Oriented Learning Applications, wherein all the 16 units of BHEL CNC machines across that could be connected together. You are aware today that all the thermal power plants are remotely operated or maintained through remote systems to understand what is the conditions going on. So such conditions do bring consistency to the system and sustainability, as previous speakers also brought out. And such conferences certainly do go a big way in and a long way in helping us, reminding us of taking such initiatives again and again, and also keep us ahead in the race for the systems to take care and take our country where we want it to be there with respect to especially the kind of disabilities which a country can now create on short notices without any provocations from the others. So let me once again thank CII for inviting me for this conference, and I wish you all the success and learnings. And let me honestly admit that with the kind of inaugural remarks I heard from all the sector experts, I am going back as a more informed and educated person. Thank you. Thanks.